So what's going on, people? Welcome to another video on the channel, another video for Apex Legends. Now in today's Apex Legends video, we finally got the ranked leagues information that we kind of want before the Season 2 starts tomorrow, and this goes over every single thing that you need to know about the whole of the ranked play thing. So remember to go check out the Reddit post down in the description, and go check it all out. I'm going to go over most of it, or all of it, just to make it a little bit easier. I will put the pictures on the screen, but if you do want to go read it yourself, then please go check it out. It might be a little bit easier to understand if you do it that way as well. So if we start it off with the goals for ranked leagues. So the goals for ranked leagues goes over 4 bullet points, which are very easy to go over. One of them goes over the rewards, which, as you can tell in the image, it does show off the rewards, and it does show off the new category, which we have been waiting for, because at first we've only got the skydiving emotes, then we do have the music, and now we do have the dive trails, which as of right now we all just get assigned a random dive trail to each team. So maybe we can get a personal dive trail. Might be quite nice. It's just a small little cosmetic thing. I thought it was going to be charms, but dive trail is completely fine. And as you can also probably already tell from each of the rewards, that I'm going to guess that every single reward will have multiple types of rewards for that type of category, or it will just have a better chance or a higher loot box for each category. Because realistically, you can't finish in Apex Predator and kind of think that you're going to just get a rare type of item instead. It kind of shafts you a little bit. So we're hoping that Apex Predator does give you legendary for each of the things that you get for all of those rewards. Now if we go over the next bit, which goes over the matchmaking. So the matchmaking itself is going to be skill-based / points-based. And it does say, no one can really say they're the best if all they do is stomp noobs in Skull Town. So matchmaking in ranked leagues is focused on putting players in similar skill in the same matches. Now one thing you got to keep in mind is that you won't always be put in the same matches with the same skilled players. So at times you will have silver players with gold players, but it'll all be roughly the same. Now the next bullet point actually goes over creating a space at the top of the ladder for the best players to establish a high skill meta without forcing a playstyle. Now in simpler terms, this is going over the match placement and the kills by them being rewarded through a specific limit. So if I skip past for the later part, is that the point limit for kills is going to be 5. So that means you're only going to get 5 ranked points for just 5 kills, and that's it. You can't go up to 15 for 15 kills. The highest amount of ranked points that you can get per game is 17. And then the last thing they go over for the goals is creating a true measure of skill in Apex Legends. Now this does state that we are getting a score-based rank system at the start, and they are hoping to get rid of the score-based one very soon after the game actually builds up more of the ranked play type of players. So that means it kind of sorts out the the golds from the bronzes and the platinums from the Apex Predators. But really, every single person at the start is going to start at bronze, and then as soon as you win or lose a certain amount of things, you're going to go up, or you're just going to stay in the same point, which is kind of annoying. If it was me doing this, I would rather have a placement type of thing, like how Overwatch has it, where you have to complete 10 games. I would rather have that for Apex Legends. So that means it kind of adjusts where you probably should be, instead of just building up your level through having ranked points. And then we don't know how the skill-based thing is actually going to work after the score-based rank system is going to come in just yet. So now we're going to go over how it all works. Now, the start of it does go over the series and the resets. So the series for Season 1 of the ranked play is going to go throughout the whole of Season 2. So that means that is July through to September. But for future ranked leagues and ranked seasons, they're not going to be in line with the Apex seasons. So that means we could go on for longer ranked seasons, or we could go over less time for ranked seasons instead of the Apex Legends seasons of just Season 1, 2, 3. So realistically, we're going to have it maybe out of tune just a little bit, but they're not going to be dead on in sync. Now the next bit is about the ranks, which I have gone over some of it. So for starters, if people don't know, the ranks go from bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond to Apex Predator. And each rank apart from Apex Predator is going to have 4 divisions. Now these 4 divisions are of course 1, 2, 3, 4, so it goes gold 1, gold 2, gold 3, gold 4. And then all players will start at Bronze 4 for the launch of ranked leagues. But then for future seasons or series, you'll probably start where your ranked will probably finish, or a little bit lower than where your ranked finished for the last season. So now we go over the scoring, which the scoring is a little bit tricky to understand, so if you want to go check out the Reddit post, please do that just to get your head around it a little bit easier, but I'm going to go over it. So it does state that players climb the ladder using the set scoring system, and they've tried to keep the system transparent so you can focus on what it takes to rank up. Scores are tracked via ranked points, so RP, and your score moves up and down throughout the season. So now we go over what it's going to cost people to get into each of the ranked levels. Now, this is a thing which is going to be a little bit harder to do for the later seasons, mainly because I have said before that the highest amount of reward points that you can get is 17. So if you are going into Diamond, you're only going to go up 13 per game. But if we just go over what it actually costs to go into each of the things, so Bronze is completely free, so that means for your starter, all the way up to 120 RP is completely free. Silver is going to cost you 1 RP, and Silver goes from 120 all the way up to 280 RP. Gold, which is 280 to 480, costs you 2 RP per match. Platinum is 480 all the way up to 720 RP, which costs you 3 reward points. Diamond is 720 all the way up to 1000, which is 4 RP points. And then Apex Predator is 5 reward points. Now I'm guessing if you do go into the higher ones, so probably Platinum, Diamond, and Apex Predator, you will probably have to play it a lot more. So that means you can sustain your rank, since it does say that the RP points and your score will start to go down. Probably if you don't play it, it will go down. Now the second half of the reward points and how they work and the scoring and everything like that goes over the kills and your placements. Now, as I said before, the kills are worth 1 RP and it goes up to a maximum of 5 RP per match. Now the placements is a little bit different, so if you do finish top 10, that is worth 2 RP, top 5 is 4 RP, top 3 is 7, and then if you do win, that is 12. Now one thing to keep in mind is that they don't combine, so if you do finish in the top 3, you don't get the rewards for top 5 and 10, you only get it for top 3, which is 7. And as I stated before, that the maximum score that you can earn per match is 17, and that is before the match entry fee. Now the one thing that probably is on the mind of everybody else is about the playing with friends, and the playing with friends is a little bit different. So you have to be rank 10 or higher to join the ranked play. And then if you are queuing up with people after you have hit rank 10 and you are queuing up with people who are in, I don't know, gold or diamond, it will place you in matches with gold and diamond players. It doesn't do an average, it does it for the highest ranked player in that group. But one thing to keep in mind is that if you are in probably silver and you're playing with people who are in platinum, it will only cost you the 1 RP if you are the silver player to play that game. That platinum player will still have to pay that 3 RP for that game. Now, the next thing that we're going to go over is the ladder movement, which is kind of like how the ladder movement works in Rocket League. So this does state that for the launch of ranked leagues, we're starting everybody in bronze, and as you score, you climb and fall within a tier. There is currently no demotion if you drop into a lower tier. So if you earn your way into Platinum 4, let's just say that, no amount of losses will demote you back to Gold 1. You are guaranteed to finish that series in Platinum. So now the one thing I don't like about this ladder movement thing is that people could probably just get into Diamond and then they've got the same amount of rewards as what you get for Apex Predator. People might not want to get into Apex Predator if they have already got into Diamond. It's the same for Platinum and Gold. Unless we know what the rarities are for each of these items, there's no kind of competitiveness for players to actually get into these ranks. But I'm guessing in the future we'll probably have dipping between, I don't know, gold to silver. It would make more sense, so that means it kind of forces you to play the game instead of just stay in the same place. Now, rewards I did go over before, but they have stated that they're going to share some more stuff about what all the rewards and everything like that is later on in Season 2, so find out more stuff about that. Now, the next thing, and we're very close to finishing, is about the penalties. Now, the penalties are something that probably everybody has to understand. That the penalties and the loss and forgiveness things are kind of similar, but the loss and forgiveness things actually goes over some of the stuff that isn't your fault. The penalties is the stuff that is your fault. So these are more about if you do leave the game, whether it being during the character select screen, leaving while you're alive, or leaving when you are dead, but you can still be respawned by a teammate. Now, the penalty times for these can and will start at 5 minutes for your first penalty, but if you repeatedly abandon games and everything like that, it will increase to times up to a week. Now, a week one is very brutal for that type of stuff, so please do not try and leave so many games. It'll kind of show place to people who get very salty about not getting a character that they want to play. So you know what, with those penalties, I'm completely fine with that one. Now, the loss forgiveness thing is completely different. Now, this does factor in your reward points. So if you do leave the game and it's not your fault, so if maybe the servers went down, I don't think it would count towards your internet not working, or if a teammate abandoned you and you do go out very early, so that means you don't even hit like top 10, it will just void off any amount that you've actually got. Now, there is everything about the whole ranked play, ranked leagues, and if you do want to go check out the Reddit post, please go check it out in the description below. And, I'm hoping that they do update it a little bit, mainly towards, instead of having it as the score-based matchmaking, which kind of forces the higher level people to play with all the lower level ones, so it's kind of just making it the normal casual play instead, right at the start of the game. So that means probably in the first 2 weeks, all the good ones, all the no-lifer people who play it non-stop 24/7 will be a lot higher up, and the ones that are more casual players, the ones that, can get competitive at time, in the roughly probably silver gold area, will all be sorted out. So that means the skills matchmaking would kind of work out. I would kind of guess that for season 2 of ranked play, some of this stuff will change, probably how the ladder movement's going to work and all of that, because it kind of makes no sense. Like, if you do finish in platinum, then there's no point in playing again, is there really? You could just stay in platinum and you can just stop there, or you could just go play a different game instead. You don't have to play the game ever again. But you know what, we'll see what they do to ranked play and all of that. So hope you enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below for what things you're excited for season 2, which does come out tomorrow. And it's very excited that it's already right around the corner, and we're going to be able to play Watson. We're going to go over everything, and hope you enjoy. I'll see you guys next video. So peace out.